Florida and Raymond James Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Powell's with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cardinals will kick it off to get us underway. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So USF's offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Tate. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that. Completion. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Rides the back and leaves it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to barrel in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bulls.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And he added the extra point.
Ball State 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Ball State Cardinals offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jess, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, Don't make the big mistakes.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Touchdown Cardinals. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The short hands, it's Smith. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Tate. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Finds his man down the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. Here we go. And the Bulls trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Give him 6. Touchdown Bulls. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Back to throw, it's Tate. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 and the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Smith. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Bulls send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial? On 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. To throw, it's Tate. Got his man. Great move. Now he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. Gotta wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The screen, and watch out. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, South Florida.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to NC State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on third down. And the Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air. It's Tate. Oh, they're after him. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Bulls are threatening on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to pass. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USF.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Sweeney. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa.
And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
To the air, it's Tate. Under fire. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide.
Touchdown Bulls! Quick strike through the air for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Still on his feet. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Rides the back on the option, the give. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Tate. Hauls it in. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns here, and he moves the sticks again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his gut.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because 1st down he got sacked, 2nd in California. He's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the 1st down, he's able...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Bulls!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that 1st down marker. It's 4th down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off the play fake on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. So we'll Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a crease, it's Alexander. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
Well, this is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll give it to the back. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. Sets up the screen. He's past the 30. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. First down for this offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Looking for space. It's McMillan. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Under fire. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. Looking downfield on first down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give out of the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. The inside handoff. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10.
for a first down.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well,
there he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Bulls come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Tate. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought